Good morning, we're back again. Did move from where I was last night. I wasn't fully happy with where I was parked, so I've just decided to move around the corner and find another wagon that were parked up. So that were good by me. I'm happy at that. Safety in numbers in it. So just doing my quick checks. We'll get on the road down to Rotherham. I did open the door last night on it to show it were empty, just to make life easier. I'll close that in a second when I put you down. We're full hands here at the minute. Our tyres are good underneath there. A little bit of rubbish on the bottom of the mudguard. We're all good, so I'll go get that door closed and then we'll get on with the day. There we go, back in truck now, just doing all my checks. I've just started her up to build up some air pressure. I've done my 15-minute walk around checks. You know, those I like to see 15 minutes on the card on the morning and on the night, ideally. Show that you've done your checks and everything like that. So I'll keep them happy. So I've just got me down at Newland Wrights in Rotherham for 7 o'clock. They're not sure which yard this is going into, so I'm going to take it back to the yard that I picked it up from, and I've got two 20-foot containers to pick up for where I've delivered last night. My company have said that one's in one yard and one's in the other, so you know it's about right. But you know, I told him yesterday the 8 o'clock one we're going to be hit and miss to get there on time. Yeah, this trailer does like losing its air. Go away. So it's going to be. I've got 13-hour day today. And I'll get back up here with my 6-hour working limit that I can work in one hit, and also my 4.5-hour drive. So I won't need a break before I get back here. So I can get both containers up here and then sort things out from there. And my truck is in for service today. It all depends on how bad Rotherham is, really. I think this morning, you know, if I'm going to be 2 hours down here getting boxes on in two different yards, you know, it could be dinner time before I'm back up here, and that does throw a spanner in the works, doesn't it? But you know, what can you do? Can't do no. Yeah, can't do no. So there we go. So it would just be one of those. If it is, I've got till I started at 5:30. I've only got a 13-hour day left. I've used all my 15-hour days. You only get 3 of them, unless we get a 3-hour continuous break. We call it a split break. Then then that enables me to do another 15-hour day for that day. You know, so if I don't use it, it don't get stacked up. It just disappears. So I didn't get one yesterday. There were only 2.5 hours last night tipping it, and then I think with 20-foot containers, I'd be very surprised if I can get a split break in today with it on, with us 20 footers. If they could tip them at the same time, probably, but they can't. Want to be blocking the other door. So I've only got till 6:30. So if it's, we'll say realistically, 10:30 back up here, half decent turnaround down there. You know, it'll be an hour and a half. That's 12 o'clock. Back to Leeds is probably an hour, so that'll be 1 o'clock. I'll need a break on top somewhere as well, and then it's going to be at least 2 o'clock before I'm leaving Leeds at the earliest, and that puts me back here for 3 o'clock. No, if it's a hour and a half tip, that's 4:30. I've only got 2 hours to get back down to Doncaster, or because I have to get rid of these containers somewhere. Say one's going into Leeds and one's going into Rotherham. But I don't think I'll be getting that done today. I'll be very surprised. I think this will just be a case of maybe either dropping it in Leeds for someone to sort on Monday, or me taking it back to the yard as it is in Doncaster and dropping the trailer, and then picking it up on Monday once my truck's been serviced. But it's a good hour and a half back from here to Doncaster, so if I'm not out till 4:30, that's 6 o'clock down there. I've only got half an hour, so I don't think it's not gonna happen today's service. I don't think. That'll probably be in the morning with that. So I'll let my lot know to give Daft a heads up, even though Daft don't really seem to acknowledge any emails from us, so I don't worry bother. But if we email them, we've done our bit, haven't we? Say, well, we've emailed, and let you know. And there is a big bump coming up on here. There's a big ramp that they've put on for all these bridge works that they're doing here. I think it is. Went over it a few weeks ago, and yeah, you can see van there up and down. So it's going to be a fun one. Now look at this. This is some ramp. I want to come over there in the sports car. That will bottom out. But I will get off and update once I am down in Rotherham area. we go. So we got my first container on now. Annoyingly, it was the 8 o'clock container that we're in at the first place, which is a bit annoying. I'd have liked it other way around. So I've got, it says it's 4 ton on in the box, but I've a sneaky feeling it might be a bit heavier, but you know, we'll see. got to be careful now with it on back end. You know, obviously I ain't got any weight on the front, it's all on the back. I'm literally dragging the box now. So just take it a bit careful. It's only a couple mile down the road. There's plenty of roundabouts and traffic lights and that in the way to contend with. To get there, to get this next one on, it'll balance it out. Then they're about the same weight to these boxes, so I should be well under 44 ton easily. I won't even be touching 25 ton with them both on, all being well according to my paperwork. But just going up to just after 7:30, 7:35 at the minute. So about half an hour in there. I got there for 7 o'clock on the dot. And now we're just making our way around to the other side. Luckily it is early morning, it is quiet, so traffic should be light, so I can get a decent run at it here. I'm just keeping my office updated today with what's happening and what my timings are and everything, so they know what I'm planning and what I'm thinking and what I need to do, so they can plan and think and what they need to do to plan for Monday. They might be reloading the second box I'm going to tip. They might be able to reload that on Monday, so they might get that put into storage at Gold Star at Leeds, the first container. So when I tipped my first container at 8 o'clock that I've got on the back now, I can go to Gold Star Leeds. They could take that one off and then reposition the 3 o'clock one into the middle of the trailer, so I can tip that, and then I've got that on ready for Monday then. But they're gonna see if they're allowed to reload it, and then we'll go from there. So I'll get off and let you know when I've got my box on. There we go, that's the container on. We're all on. Just got to get out of here now. It's not the best to get out of here with these roadworks. Tied up to the left hand side. Someone's already took one that signs down. There we go. We're around. We'll be up at 9:30 at the minute up at York. It's just 8:05 at the minute. So I've told my office 10 o'clock because traffic's probably going to get slightly worse before it gets better. It gives a bit of room then to allow for any traffic that can build up en route. So I don't have to keep sending emails, I don't have to keep ringing office and all that lot. It makes my life easier and it makes theirs easier, doesn't it? So we're balanced out now, 2 boxes on. And the back one might just be slightly heavier than the front, but it's not noticeable now. It's not noticeable. I can get on now and get these miles done. 57 mile away. Grey overcast Friday morning. And then we're good to go. Probably going to need to get diesel on the way back to Leeds. Maybe I'm on 37% at the minute. Going to drink a bit going up there, so we'll see how we get on with the diesel front, and then we'll go from there. I say if I can make it back tonight, I'll make it back tonight. It'd be nice to make it home, have a shower and everything like that, proper shower, proper bed. But I'll be surprised. It all depends on how long the tips take. You know, just because it's a 20-foot container half the size of a 40-foot that I tipped last night, don't mean it's going to be an hour and a half. You know, it could still be 3 hours. It depends how small the boxes are. You know, so if I'm 3 hours with this first one and 3 hours with the second one, that's me not making it home. Well, either way, it is what it is. You know, I've got some overtime in this week. I've had a good week at it. So anything now is just a great big bonus on top. So I'm gonna get off and start the time lapse, and we'll update you closer to onto this job. Go. It's the first container taped to the day. It's heading to Gold Star in Leeds now. They're just going to swap them round and keep them both on for now. So I'm not sure what's happening with the boxes after this, whether I'm going to reuse any of them or what, but I think I'm going to struggle potentially to make Northern containers. It's 5 o'clock cut off. And they said that this next container's got all small bits in, so that's going to be a good couple of hours. I said maybe 3 hours plus, so we will see what happens. You know, either way it is what it is for me. I've had a good week at it. Just got me back at Gold Star, sorry, for just after 11:30 at the minute, but I'm going to get some diesel on the way. Then I know I've got enough to last wherever they send me then. What cyclists might have done then. And a big enough gap. But yeah, I get diesel, then it's done. Then I know I don't have to mess about filling up then until probably Tuesday now. So that is all good. Oh yeah. Should hopefully get a good turnaround at Gold Star. They are quite quick in there. Cars. So we're blocking that cyclist now. All cars have decided to slowly come out. We'll get out of here though. There we go. Yeah, 28 mile away to Leeds. It's not going to be a bad run off. Fill up at Skelton Lake. Should be quite quick in there to fill up, so it'll probably be 12 o'clock at Gold Star. I'll be out for around 12:15 back here for just after 1 o'clock. That gives me 5.5 hours left on duty then. I had a break just then while tipping it. These containers, we just sit there getting tipped. We don't do anything. Plus it's Friday and I've got a shorter day anyway, so it's try and show a bit of willing to try and make it back, but I think it's going to be tight. I think we might have a bit of traffic coming up here. This is wet. This is road. That's got that big dip on it, that big rise and dip on it. Might be queuing a little bit for that. Eager viewers would have noticed I came in the other way on the way in here. Sat-nav was showing a half-hour delay, so I came the other side of York and back round Ring Road other way to get here. Yeah, to get to the job. We just saved a lot of time sat in traffic and showed a bit of willing. So I'm going to get off, time lapse this, and I'll update you later on when I know what's happening regarding any work for Monday and that. Back at Leeds, just filled up there, you're seeing. So I know, probably shouldn't have filled up. There is a problem with, like I said, the fuel pump or hoses or something on it. It tends to leak fuel, but it's not actually done it for the last couple of days. It's all dry, it's fuel tanks, so I thought I'll fill it up. Then if it starts doing it again, it's obviously a fault when it's up full, so at least when I drop it off at DAF later on, or whenever I drop it off, I can tell him it doesn't do it when it's low, it only does it when it's full or high. So at least they've got some guidelines to go on, other than seems to be fuel leaking from somewhere or something leaking from somewhere. You know, they know to sort of look up at the top end of the tank rather than down low or something, or whatever. So this is interesting round here. All the weight on the front end and nothing on the back. But yeah, it helps me out knowing if they don't do anything. You know, at least I know if it does it when it's full, as opposed to when it's empty. I can just you know, this is a poor design for lights here. Look at this. The lights change, but they can't go through. But you know, what can they do? It's either that or they sit there all day at the lights. But yeah, if they don't do anything or they can't find a fault and it does it when it's full, you know, I just know to fill it up to 90% or 95% if I don't want anything dripping down the tank or something then. So it's just no biggie really. Just coming down to Gold Star now and get this swapped over, so I'll update you in a short while. Right, so update time, it's just coming up to 5:30. So I'm still here in York. We had another driver that had a container for here. I just adjust position on it, I think I'm right on mic. and he were late for turning up, so I got here before him and started tipping. But he were wanting to get home, so I've said my truck can't get serviced tomorrow anyway, so they're just gonna get it done on Monday. So I'm just going to stay with this one. I've swapped trailers with him. He's took them 2 empty 20-foots, and I'm under his trailer now getting tipped. So I'll because I was going to need his trailer anyway for Monday, so I'm going to take this one I'm tipping now and park up with it tonight. Depends how long they are tipping it. I might be able to get down to Rotherham and get the box off first, and then park up down there to get one on for Monday morning. I've got a hazardous collection on Monday morning at 8 o'clock, about half an hour from yard, and then I'm going to go back to my yard in Doncaster. He'll get Gary's truck keys, my friend Gary's truck keys, because his box is coming in tonight for an 8 o'clock Darlington on Monday, so he wasn't going to make that. So I said I'll get that box on for him. I can get a hazardous box on for him, then he can park up with that for weekend. He'll have that on, and then we are all good to go, I believe. And yeah, so my truck's going to get done Monday. I'll get loaded in not Darrington. Oh, Bennett, I'm losing it here. In Goldthorpe. It's just outside of Goldthorpe, but it's classed as Rotherham. Get that loaded, come back to the yard in Doncaster, drop the trailer, take my truck for service, come back, pick it up, and then that's going over to Liverpool at Seaforth. So it'll be a nice easy day Monday for me, and then on Monday truck might get done properly as well. They're not rushing it on a Friday or trying to rush it on a Saturday. They can have a good few hours on it on the Monday when they're probably a bit quieter. So that's just a little update. I'll get off and I will update you all later on. There we go, guys. We're all tipped at last. I got there for 1:25. That's a bit shit around there. We'll go this way. Let this lad go. He's going that way anyway, but just don't want to indicate. Yeah, I got there at 1:25. We are just coming up now to 7:15. But I did tip 2 containers as well, both handball jobs. So can I get parked? Oh, I'll park down here tonight, right in front of the police station there. I'll park here tonight, so do me. Yeah, so tipped 2 containers that were both handball jobs. So I'll just park up here tonight outside police station. That's the police station right in front of me, so we should be all right here tonight. Now I'll just get it straight and then just back it up a little bit. So yeah, I've got an hour, just over an hour left to run, but it's I don't want to take the chance of going over my time, not for the sake of trying to get another hour out of it. So I'll park here for the night, and then that's me done. Then I'll start at 4:30 in the morning. I can have 9 hours off now. I've got my 3 hours split break, so that gives me a 15-hour day today, which means I can have 9 hours off now. So I can reduce down and have 9 hours off to enable me to start at 4:30 in the morning. So I'm going to end this video here, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later on.